Good morning, traders. Good morning. How are we doing today? Today is September 12th, 2024. It is Thursday, and what a beautiful day to be in the markets. We're going to see what happens with this company the second the bell opens. We have 30 seconds until market open, and guys, I am about 5 minutes late today. I like to show up about 5 minutes early just so we can get our links spread around, get everybody kind of in the groove of what's going on pre-market. But hey, we are already up $158, guys, locking in 152 bucks, 178 on BKYI from holding it yesterday. So very excited about that. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get pushed up even higher? This is the number 3 gainer of the day, so we'll see. Does not look like it. Does not look like it. Sorry about that. My alerts are a bit high. 122, 121. Let's just see what happens here. As long as it can maintain that level, we're going to be okay. Looks like it's retracing a nice hammer, showcasing that it's going to go up. Here we go. Let's see. We don't want to get too excited here, as this can push up to where we want it to go. 148, 158, 168 very easily. Here we go. Let's see if we can make a little bit more money today. Push maybe $200 on the day. That would be amazing. Hello, good morning. Welcome. Still needing to spread my link around. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to push up past 130. Come on, let's get that break. That's what we're going to want to see here on SMFL. As you can see on the charts, it's back at those levels of buying potential, back at these support levels. We can break through. Okay, it broke through. New high, 131. All right, let's go. Let's see. Welcome. Already up $180 on the day. This is all pure profit here. Waiting for this to retrace back up, potentially getting $200 on the day here. Did start trading pre-market. I do have a video talking about this exact trade and where I was when I traded it in the pre-market. That video did release at 6:30 this morning, so go check that out. That is a very early pre-market video talking about BKYI and how I was able to lock in profits. And we'll go over that in just a minute, but I do not want to leave the screen here as this pushes up. We can get above that MA line, we can see some good profits. Now we have already locked in, I think like $12 on this company, 14, 15, but we're wanting to get a little bit more than that here. Already got my limits order set to 148. See if we can get past 140. All right. And how are we all doing today? How are you guys doing? Feeling good? Okay, more people should start tuning in now that I actually have the link spread around. Kind of multitask here. Okay, 140. Can we get a little bit higher than 140 here? A little bit higher than 140. Love to see 150. Come on now. Now this could just start to come back down. We're about to cross over $200 on the day, guys. $200 on the day. That is fantastic. We don't want to mess this up. We don't want to give back any profits. So we're going to be cool, calm, and collected. Now this can continue to push up. This is the number 4 top gainer on the day. Number 4 top gainer. Number 3 top gainer on the day right now. Let's see, 140. We're getting a lot of resistance at 140. I need to break that VWAP. We can break that VWAP, guys. We can see 150s, 160s, 170s very easily. But it looks like it's having some trouble. All right. Links are spread around to all of our channels. 70,000 members on the Investing for Beginners Facebook channel. I was in ruckus, chilling. I was not ready for the market today. Probably just sit tight and watch. Hey, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Selling at VWAP may have been the opportunity there. Let's see, it's going to retest the EMA line. 200 already. Will today be a 5-minute stream? Yeah, honestly. Hey, okay, guys, made money. We're done. Yeah, I like the way you think. No, I'm still gonna hang out with you guys. This is one of my favorite parts of the day. Get to hang out with you guys, talk stocks, and potentially make some money while we're doing it, right? So, very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Chats are in. Everyone is up and about. How are we doing? Everything's looking good here. Still pushing up, being patient. It just crossed over 140. We just crossed over $200 on the day. Once it hits 148, we're going to lock in our first set of profits here at 148. Let's see it. Let's see it. Come on. Now it could go all the way down. That's true too. Let's see though. We're going to be patient. Still doing good. Just trying to stay above that volume weighted moving average here. The orange line. We call it the VWAP. Needs to stay above 140 now. We can hold 140, then it could push to 145 and then 150. Let's go. Let's go. This is nuts though, guys. This is crazy. This is amazing stuff here. This is good. Our goal is usually to lock in around $100. Was that our goal? $100 a day technically keeps the bills away in some areas. At least pays rent in some places, right? We gotta start thinking bigger picture here, guys. Bigger picture for sure. That's what it's all about. Buying here at this levels, should have waited and bought down here maybe at 122 to 140. That would have been a nice 20 or 40 cent move. We'd be in and out already. Now waiting for this breakout. Maybe had a false breakout here and may continue to sell off. There's nothing saying this has to continue riding the wave up. Still looking good though on the 30-minute chart. Slight pullback though, but really not a lot of other companies moving. So I would have expected a little bit more volume to come in. Now it is the third gainer. It's up 62%. The average or the volume today is 26 million. Free float is 258,000. I mean, so this thing should be ripping up, just ripping up. Also, the amount of interest to borrow to short sell this is ridiculous. Here we go, pushing up, being patient. Here we go. It's all about having that cushion too and having that patience. Let's see if we can push above 142, 143. $144, 145, okay. All right, 145. Is that going to be an area of resistance? I think so. Going back down. We're going to put this down to 145 to catch a little piece of profit here. And I'm thinking 150. It doesn't seem to want to break above much higher than that, guys. So we're going to set these limit orders just a little closer here. We get a nice little breakout. That's awesome. Here we go. It's going to retest one more time. It's going to retest again. If we get up to 145, that'll be nice. From 137, that's almost a full 10 cents. People are buying. It's testing. It's looking good still. $38. I want to talk about our other position, but I don't want to get away from this trade. Imagine is rockets up after breaking that point. Hey, good morning. Hey, Major. Good morning. How you guys doing? Yeah, I don't know. SMFL kind of had its pop, right? It went from lows of 85 cents. Once it broke, you know, $1, it pulled back a little bit, and then broke $1.17, pushed up to $1.89 today. That was a nice move at around, what was this, 2 a.m. I was sleeping. I would not be able to make that move here. Pushing up again to 140, trying to here. We know where our support levels are. We somewhat know where our resistance level is. Doesn't necessarily mean it has, or it can, or has to go back up to that resistance level. Now, over time it can. It looks like it's slowly staying above these levels here. Let's go ahead and see 145 and lock in some profits. And again, this is something you may potentially be able to hold majority of the day, and it might be the #1 gainer by the end of the day. Sometimes that does happen to where like these ones will fade away, and then this one, the third, fourth, will be #1 spot. Could be more volume coming in. But right now it seems to be holding along those indicators. Nice green candle on the 30-minute. Just can't get past 243 now, 245. Seems to be an area of struggle. I'm in at 137, so again, my position is a little bit high. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to hold. We're going to hold. We're going to wait and see. We got a little cushion here, guys. It's out. It has crossed my special MACD. Oh, yep. MACD. It is curling over on the MACD. Curling over on the MACD here. Or already was curled over, honestly. So this just be like a mini breakout. We may just have to get out and break even here at 137, 138. Let's go 140. Let's see if we could hit something at 140. I'll be comfortable with that. We don't want to give all this money back because of a dumb, or not a dumb trade, but a trade that hasn't really played out the way we wanted to. So we'll go ahead and lock in 100 shares at 140. Don't say it too loud, right? It's been hitting 140 for the last 6 candles. Don't say it too loud. It might not hit it again. Okay, 140, 142. Can we get 145? Boom, 145. Okay, we got another sell. 145. Can it hit 150? It can't hit 150. It probably could. I say we get out, guys. There's no point in even trading anymore, honestly, for the day. 145. We're out. There we go. Okay, now we can talk a little bit, focus a little less on the charts. We are up $210 on the day in less than, technically, 15 minutes of market open. In less than 15 minutes. So Scott Boss, Major, no, Scott Boss, man, I'm trying to follow your footsteps, sir. He came into our live stream a couple weeks ago and was like, yeah, I made like 12 grand or 1,200 or 1,000 or 800. I'm like, okay, I want to see some of those numbers. And yeah, so we're getting up there. Causing a ruckus win, Major, fantastic day. Thank you guys, appreciate you. Scott Boss, I run 2 MACDs with 2 different settings. Yeah, there's a really cool setting for it. I'm not sure how to put it on there just yet, but I noticed on some other traders' charts that I watch, they have, this looks different. My MACD looks different. Can you explain the MACD? Yes, the MACD is the moving average convergence divergence, and basically that means that when this crosses over, it's indicating a buy signal for that time period. As you can see here, it's green. These are green candles. I guess this is a better example too. You can see them better. So it crosses over So it'll indicate when it's red or green. And I do have a whole video on this in our Learn to Earn lesson library. But short side is when it goes red, right? It's selling off. And when it turns green and then crosses over on the bars like this did, you can't really see it, but when it crosses over, it shows indication of upward momentum, kind of the way it does with the RSI. And then when it crosses over, see the orange line? It crossed over on the third candle pre-market. So it crossed over at this point somewhere. And that's where you're like, okay, I'm not going to get any more. Right at 7 o'clock, it crossed over. So at 7 o'clock here, it crossed over, indicating that it was going to continue selling off. Now it's crossing over one more time. Do you see the orange, how it was a little red candle down here, somewhat of a bigger red candle. Now this should be either a tiny red candle or a green candle because it has pushed up so much. Oh, no, it's going to go back to red, which is great for your MACD. That's a great indication that, hey, this can continue to sell off. So you don't necessarily want to be investing on this side. That was very risky for me. My average share price was 138. It got up to 150. I got lucky. I got it at the 145s and the 140s. Not getting much, $30 in profit. Could have been more, but I could have lost more, right? So this can also be curling over. The RSI is curling over. MACD wants to curl over, right? So that can be a good indication. Now on the 1 minute, look at how green it is. So like this first indication, the green volume here and support that I noticed was kind of like a dip at support. The green volume, the green indicator up, the crossover between the moving divergent or the moving averages all indicated that, hey, I'm going to wait a second. This is still somewhat bullish in this area. So I hope that helped. It goes into more detail. What we can do is, where are you at here? I do explain in more detail. There is, let me see, where is it? It's, if you go to indicators, here we go, indicators. Go to indicator settings, and this will pull up all the indicators that you have. There's so many indicators. Now, if you click on MACD, moving average, convergence, divergence, you can see the introduction. And this says it's one of the most simplest and most effective momentum indicators available. The MACD turns two trend following indicators, moving averages, into a momentum oscillator by subtracting the longer moving average from the shorter moving average. As a result, the MACD offers the best of both worlds, trend following and momentum. Okay, really good for momentum. Traders can look for signal line crossovers, center line crossovers, and divergences to generate signals. Now, divergences is a whole nother thing, guys, that I don't want to get into too much detail, but divergence is when your MACD is going down, but your stock is going up, and it's like a wedge, and then that's a divergence. It could also look like that, like a reverse divergence, and that could indicate signals to buy or sell. Again, I have a whole video explaining it in detail in our Learn to Earn lesson library. So let's go to BKYI real quick. That was one of our trades for today. And I mean, just like Kaz and Ruckus said, it's going to be a short live stream, I guess. We'll just do the 30 minutes today because we are out of our trade. And unfortunately, we sold too early again. We sold way too early. We sold BKYI at the 270s. It got up to 290s. I mean, that's great. It had that breakout right here. But I really wanted to, unless it's messing up on us again, but this is still pushing up to those 294 levels. Let me see in trade details. Sold at 919 at 270s. So 270s and 264s is where I traded this. Locked in some good money, but holding another 400 shares. 490 shares up to 290 would have been another 30 cents per share. So still good, still good. It's still pushing up though. A lot of times there's no reason to even sell if it's still pushing up. Now I did catch some resistance at 270, so I'm glad that I was even able to sell at 270 as it did come all the way back to 250. at the open, caught on to that SMA level here, and then bounced back up. So it would have been another great trade to enter at around 246. And sometimes it's not good to be in multiple trades. I was spending too much time at the open watching what this was going to do, and it pushed up, but I didn't have that many shares. You know, I only had 200 shares of SMFL, 300 shares. I had 300 shares of SMFL at 137. So a lot of this was just, hey, small profit, small break even. The big winner today though was BKYI, and I'll do a recap video on it. But basically, I bought at this last point of a breakout. I made good money too. I traded this 100 shares at 260, sold at 275 and 292. So I locked in some money that day, and then I bought again here at 307. I went up to 313, didn't catch a breakout, and it actually came down. And I was like, well, let's just buy in this area here of support, and brought my average pretty low. What was it? What was my average this morning? I can't really remember. It's like was it 258? I think my average is like 258. So again, not the best average. Not the best average. You know, I could have made this a lot simpler on myself by buying that support, 225, 230 this morning, and then rode all the way up to 294, you know, 30 cents in profit, and I wouldn't had to have held an extra day. You know, this was a swing trade technically. This was a continuation play. So this was a 3-day continuation play. We traded it the first day, locked in $100. Pretty sure it was 100. It was like 80 or 100. Second day we traded it. We locked in, you know, 30 or 40 bucks, but then we got tied up in that buying over the resistance, buying at resistance instead of waiting for a pullback. I waited for a breakout, and then instead of like maybe just getting out at my 100 shares, I actually got in more. Got in over 490 shares holding this overnight, and it did come back up again. So a nice continuation play here. I was holding, I wanted to hold this up to like 315 or $3. Looks like I made it all the way up to $2.94. So again, you know, my execution wasn't the greatest. I had the opportunity to sell it at 278 this morning. I was awake. I was you know, up and about, moving around. I wasn't sitting at my desk. I checked my phone down in this area at 225, and I'm like, I'm still down, so it hasn't really done anything. Maybe at open. And then like 5 minutes later, it pushed up to 278. I should have had a limit order set for 278. I had a limit order set for 298. 298, I had a limit order set. It actually hit that limit right now, pushing up to $3. There it goes. Going up to 3. Oh man, this would have been a beautiful trade. 270 to 3, that's another 30 cents from where I sold per 490 shares. 490 times 0.3, another 150 bucks. Woo! And this happens time and time again. There's been plenty of days where I sell too early, locking in, you know, 80, 100 bucks and missing out on 2, 3, 400, $500. So pretty amazing to see. The trade plan is working. I can find your video and watch it. Thanks for the quick explanation. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's why I'm here. That's why we do these. As time goes on, I get a little more used to trading and talking and answering questions while we trade. But fantastic trade here. Scott Boss, watch AZ. I made 6,000 on this over the past 2 days. Congratulations. Bought at the bottom of the fall. Scott Boss. Let's take a look at it. AZI. I'm sorry, AZI. Oh, wow. 2 days ago? Yep. I could see that when it broke $1. Oh, very nice setup. Very nice setup here. I like this. Had dollar lows. Had dollar lows, $1.10 lows. You know, he may have got in at 110, 115. Maybe he waited till 120 to signal that breakout. Once that breakout took effect from that 110, it looks like we already drew up on this too. You must have called this out last week, Scott Boss, because we already drew a line on it. We must have. Anyways, pushed up from 120 to now 154, 160 it pushed up to. Fantastic. So from $1 to 160, that is 60% profit in 2 days, or 60 cents a share. If you bought 1,000 shares at $1 for $1,000, you'd be up $600. $600. So pretty nice. Indeed. Heck, even putting $100 in, buying 100 shares, you'd be up $6. It's all a numbers game. That's all it is. It's all numbers. The more money you have, the more you can make and potentially lose. Miko 151, how's it going? I was always wondering why you think you only have like 15 minutes for a trade and then you sell. I was always wondering why you think you only have like 15 minutes for a trade and then you sell. Scott Boss, yes, I did. So he did buy at that breakout, that $1, 120 breakout. Major, I sell in tranches now. Feathering. I sell in tranches now. Okay. Don't forget to drop those likes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. AZI is pushing up, guys. Wow. It can go higher too. Look at this. It got as high as $3, actually trading in that $3 level. So this could still be a good opportunity. You know, I'll never tell you what to buy, hold, or sell. That's not what we do here. But, you know, looking at the charts, this does still seem to have some potential here. Now, it does have a 160 resistance. We can get through that resistance today. You know, in the next few minutes, maybe, we can see a nice breakout right here at 160. Staying above all these trend lines, right? This is what we like to see. We like to see stocks staying above the trend levels, above that SMA line, above the VWAP, above our 9-day and 45-day exponential moving average. This is all indicating signs of upward momentum continuing. We have green tape from 152 to 130, 153 to 154 to 158. Now, what's going to be a factor here is volume. Okay, there's not a lot of volume, but I mean, it could slowly go up as people start getting wind of it. It's up 8% on the day. This can break 160. It can catch, you know, if it can get up 15-20%, it'll be on the top gainers radar. And then from there, it could shoot up to 20, 30, 40, 50%, right? So 158 would be a 160, you know, say 162 would be a good area to buy a potential breakout. And I was just talking about this in this pre-market video that I made this morning. I dropped it at 6:30, talking exactly about my trading strategies now that I've been doing it for a while, consistently every day, you know, going from long-term investing to swing trading, you know, over a week or over a couple days, to trading, you know, inside of a day, you know, maybe buying at 7 a.m. and selling at 1 or 2 p.m. to now trading pre-market and holding for, you know, like Miko said, maybe 10, 15 minutes. That's all you really need. 10, 15, 20 minutes. The volume's there. If it works, same with SMFL. Buying at 120, sell at 150, 25 cents, 30 minutes. It's very possible. BKYI, same thing here. Buying at 247, selling at 322. Are you kidding me? That's almost 70 cents in profit. That's almost $1 a share. Buy a few hundred shares down here, sell it up here. You made a few $100s. So I've been trading a lot of these breakouts. As you can see, these like breakout strategies, although I didn't really, I kind of missed this one really. I've been liking these breakouts here, or the pullbacks. You know, it breaks out, it pulls back, then you buy in these areas when it pulls back and goes up. It's almost like a cup and handle, right? Getting squeezed again. So this is going to squeeze up to that 315, and then it's going to need to make a big decision. Does it kind of trail along the top for a nice top of the resistant breakout, or does it sell off? Scott, causing a ruckus. Miko, what I mean is, you always seem to be in a hurry to sell, or is that just for the live stream? I mean, in the past, yes. Sometimes I don't like to hold too long, because hey, again, it's trial and error. I've had days where I've held this exact setup and it's gone the other way, and it's sold off and gone to the depths way down here, and I'm like, it's gonna bounce, and it don't. It's my fault for holding so long, and I'm down $200. So, you know, after doing it a while, and you get those losses and you get those wins, and you know, you start getting that consistency and kind of that emotional understanding of your own emotions. Yeah, hold your runners, cut your losses, cut your losers. And for a while, it was the opposite. I think a lot of beginner traders, that's where they are too. They're really quick, either too quick or not long enough. But again, all these indicators are here. That's why we took our time a little bit on SMFL. We took our time here, waiting for that breakout. And look, that breakout never happened. It never happened. There was a false breakout. And now there's probably people holding the bag now over 145. You bought at 145 or 150, you're down, right? Now this could break out. We can get a breakout, that'd be nice, right? These are the kind of setups I like. It's testing. It can't get any higher. It's testing. It's not going any lower technically. It's not fading away like it did earlier. But we can see a nice breakout on SMFL still. And I like to trade those type of breakouts. But yeah, there's just days that I do sell too early, hold too long. Today wasn't one of those. It was a good day. Now, honestly, Miko, if I could make $200 in 15 minutes, then why not? Why hold anything at all, you know? I mean, I guess I could have made over $400, you know, 350, 400 holding BKYI and SMF, well, not SMFL, but BKYI. That would have been nice. Major, I mean, I sell 20%, then another, and so on and so on. I can't let some run further when winning, or vice versa. Yep, I need to work on that a little more. The breakout could be insane on that. You're right. It really could be. We'll see. It's testing it. And I kind of did here. I should have did it in smaller increments. So next time I will do it in smaller increments. See, I did 200, 200, and then 90, all within 1 minute. All within 1 minute. So, yeah. I was just excited, guys. I was excited. I wanted to lock in these profits. I was like, I don't care if it goes higher or not. Which, I don't know. That could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. But I sold way too early. Losing another 50 cents. 50 cents on 500 shares, another 200 bucks. Been up 400 bucks today, but I'll take 200. OBLG. I was looking at that earlier. OBLG. I was like, this is looking really good. Went from $3 to $5.68. Faded for a long time. Back to where, guys? $3.65. Well, that's weird. Why? Why would it bounce at $3.60? Well, pre-market lows. Pre-market support. right there. Another potential breakout. If not, this is where you would want to sell. 568. There it is. I would even, you know, I would wait. Hold on. This doji candle don't mean nothing. There it goes, going up. Nice little gap up. Now that is a beautiful call out, Scott Boss. Good job. Look at that move from 360 to 560. If you bought 100 shares, 360 bucks, and sold up in this area $5, 560, $200. The $300 you put in just now would then generate you $200. And it's insane when you say that out loud. That's more than 50% profit. And think about that. What about 1,000? What about 1,000 shares? I just added the 500 button and the 1,000 button. Whew. We're moving up, guys. We're moving up. Remember when we used to trade like 10? If you've been with this account for a while with me and watching the YouTube channel, you would know I was trading 10, 20 shares. 50 was big when I take 50 shares. 100 was like not even heard of. I wouldn't trade 100 shares. And now here we are trading 100, 300. We had 300 this morning of SMFL. Moved 10 cents. We got 30 bucks. BKYI, we had 490 shares. And again, it didn't move much. We were at 158. So it moved up 12 cents. 12 cents, we made $178. And some of these companies move 30, 40, 50 cents. So beautiful call out here. AZI. I'm going to put this on our setup. AZI. I'm very interested in that one still. And OBLG, right? Yep, that would have been the area. Now it could still bounce. And then you get that same situation with SMFL, where you're basically in that position again, where it's gonna be right here at resistance, is gonna bounce. What did SMFL do? There it goes. It's got to break 145, 145, and then 150, but still staying above its levels. SMFL pushing up. BKYI selling off. What was that other one we were looking at just now? OBLG. OBLG still holding up at $5. So $5 is a psychological support. Not much happened here at $5 pre-market. Slight pullback. This would have been nice to play. Like, this is something that I would have loved to play this morning. This little micro pullback here, how it pushed up from 380 to 520 and then pushed back to 470. That would have been a nice one to get into. From 580 to 568 in like 2 minutes. We could have made a lot of money in 2 minutes. So I'm kind of stuck between a few strategies, right? Somewhat micro scalping or getting in and out of these micro pullback and pushes up. And then also waiting a little longer for some of these breakouts, or getting in at a good point and then waiting for the breakout. So a couple different strategies there. Okay, where are we at here? We're at 808. 808, up $200 on the day. We're done. So we're just gonna go hang out. I'm gonna do a recap video on this later. Maybe talking a little bit more in detail about what I did, maybe how you guys can do the same thing on the next setup. As far as top gainers, TNON is still on the board at 128%. MNPR up 64%. MNTX taking that number 3 spot. And SMFL, look at it. There it goes. It broke. There it is, guys. It broke 150. It broke 145, I mean. Pushed up to 153. So now this can continue to go. And we're just talking about a breakout. So if you're considering a breakout here, you're buying at 138, 140 with the risk of maybe 136. So you're buying at 140, you're risking 5 cents, 135, 136, and it breaks out from 140 to 153. That's 13 cents. If you have 1,000 shares at $1, it's only like $1,000. You'd make $100. $100 on this breakout. And it could, you know, sometimes it can go a lot higher than this. This could break out to 174 where it was at previously, pre-market. It could be at 189 where it was pre-market. See how it broke out on this one? Very nice, very clean. Very clean breakout all the way to 189. I'm glad I was able to capture that on the live stream, right? The trade plans, the trade strategies, and things that I have are working, like they're playing out. Now we just have to get better with execution. We just got to execute better on all of these trades because the trades are working, right? Look, it hit 568, hit 564, 568, 564. Waiting for support, catching that support, riding this up. From 751 to 810, about 20 minutes. A 20-minute hold to make $200 on 200 shares. Or I'm sorry, $200 on 100 shares. Because it went from 368 to 568. You had 1,000 shares, you'd make $2,000 on this setup, guys. You guys still with me here? All right, well, for all of you who are still watching, I appreciate your guys' time. I know this live stream may have been either good or bad, not sure. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Causing a Ruckus still here, awesome. Got a little quiet in the chat. I hope you guys are busy trading and hopefully, you know, enjoying the beginning of your day. Still very early, and I wish you guys a wonderful day. Tomorrow is Friday, so we will be trading live again at market open. And I wish you guys the best. Causing a Ruckus, great stream. Just listening to all the information. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys. And if you're watching after this live stream, do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next live stream. We go live Monday through Friday. Thanks, guys. Scott Boss, yes, awesome. You guys have an awesome day. Let's make some more money tomorrow. Let's try to get to maybe $1,000 week. We're up over $500 on the week. So we surpassed our goal. Let's see if we can double it in one day, maybe. Or give it all back. Let's hope not. All right, guys. Have a great day. Appreciate your time. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.